Welcome to another Luck Scout bedtime story. Once upon a time, in a serene and ancient forest, there lived a small bird named Melody. Melody was known for her sweet voice, which she used to sing beautiful songs that filled the forest with joy. Every morning as the sun rose, Melody would perch on the highest branch of a tall oak tree and sing a tune that brought all the creatures of the forest together in harmony. The forest was a place of peace, where animals of all kinds lived in harmony. The deer would graze quietly in the meadows, the rabbits would playfully hop through the underbrush, and the squirrels would chatter as they gathered acorns. Melody's song was the thread that wove the fabric of their lives together, reminding them of the beauty of their home. And in the background, a nightingale would join in, adding its own melody to the symphony of the forest. But one day, a strange and unsettling silence fell over the forest. Melody's song was gone, and with it, the harmony of the woods began to unravel. The animals grew restless, and the once peaceful forest became a place of tension and unease. Without Melody's calming presence, the creatures began to argue and bicker, and the forest seemed to lose its magic. The animals were confused and worried. They missed Melody's song and the sense of peace it brought. They didn't know why she had stopped singing, but they knew that without her, the forest would never be the same. Determined to restore the harmony of the forest, a group of animals decided to search for Melody and find out why she had stopped singing. A wise old owl named Orion, a gentle deer named Luna, and a curious squirrel named Chip formed a small group to embark on the quest. The three friends travelled through the forest, calling out for Melody and searching in all her favourite places. They visited the oak tree where she used to sing, the crystal-clear stream where she would bathe, and the meadow where she would play with the butterflies. But there was no sign of Melody. As they continued their search, they encountered other animals who were also troubled by the silence. A family of rabbits, a pair of foxes, and a group of birds all expressed their concern and offered to help in the search. The entire forest community began to come together, united by their love for Melody and their desire to bring back her song. Finally, after days of searching, Orion spotted a small figure perched on a low branch near the edge of the forest. It was Melody, but she seemed sad and withdrawn, her usual spark missing. The group approached her gently, careful not to startle her. "Melody," Orion said softly, "we've been looking for you. The forest is not the same without your song. What happened?" Melody looked up with tearful eyes. "I've lost my song," she whispered. "I don't know why, but the music inside me is gone, and I can't bring myself to sing any more." The animals were heartbroken to see Melody so sad, and they knew they had to help her find her song again. Orion, Luna, and Chip comforted her and reassured her that they would not rest until they had found a way to restore her music. Orion suggested that they seek the help of the great tree, an ancient and wise oak that stood in the heart of the forest. The great tree had lived for centuries and was said to hold the knowledge of the forest's deepest secrets. If anyone could help Melody, it would be the great tree. With Melody by their side, the group made their way to the great tree. The journey was long and filled with challenges, but the animals were determined to help their friend. Along the way, They encountered other creatures who offered their support and encouragement. The forest, once divided by tension, began to unite once more in the shared goal of helping Melody. When they finally reached the great tree, its branches seemed to stretch up to the sky and its roots dug deep into the earth. The great tree welcomed them with a warm and gentle rustle of its leaves. "Why have you come, little ones?" the great tree asked in a deep, comforting voice. "Great tree," Orion replied, "our friend Melody has lost her song, and the forest is no longer in harmony. We seek your wisdom to help her find her music again." The great tree listened carefully to their plea and then fell silent, as if deep in thought. After a long pause, the great tree spoke again. "The music of the forest comes from the harmony of all living things," the great tree explained. "Melody, your song is a reflection of that harmony. When you lost your song, it was because the balance of the forest was disturbed. To find your song again, you must reconnect with the heart of the forest." Melody looked up at the great tree with hope in her eyes. "How can I do that?" she asked. "You must listen to the forest," the great tree said. "Feel the rhythm of the wind, the rustle of the leaves, the flow of the streams. Let the sounds of the forest fill your heart, and your song will return." With the great tree's guidance, Melody closed her eyes and focused on the sounds around her. She listened to the gentle breeze, the babbling brook, and the rustling leaves. Slowly she began to feel the music of the forest flowing through her once more. As Melody opened her eyes, she felt a spark of joy in her heart. She realized that her song had never truly been lost. It had only been hidden by the worries and doubts that had clouded her mind. With the support of her friends and the wisdom of the great tree, Melody felt ready to sing again. With a deep breath, Melody began to sing. Her voice was soft at first, but as she gained confidence, it grew stronger and more beautiful. The song flowed through the forest, carrying with it a sense of peace and harmony. The animals who had gathered around listened in awe, their hearts filled with joy and relief. As Melody's song filled the forest, the tension that had once divided the animals melted away. The creatures of the forest began to move together in perfect harmony, each one contributing to the beauty of the world around them. The forest once again became a place of peace and unity. The great tree smiled down at Melody and her friends. "Remember, little ones," it said, "the music of the forest is always within you. When you feel lost or disconnected, listen to the world around you, and the song in your heart will guide you back to harmony." With her song restored, Melody continued to sing every morning, bringing joy and unity to the forest. The animals, now closer than ever, worked together to maintain the peace and balance of their home. As you lie in your bed tonight, imagine yourself in the tranquil forest, surrounded by the gentle sounds of nature and the soothing melody of Melody's song. Let the story of the forest's harmony fill your heart with warmth and hope. Remember that even when you feel lost or disconnected, the music of life is always within you, waiting to guide you back to peace and unity. Close your eyes, take a deep breath, and let go of all your worries. The promise of harmony and the power of connection are with you, guiding you to a night of restful and pleasant dreams, and a tomorrow filled with promise and joy. Good night.